Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So let's get it popping. Let's get it crack-lacking. Let's talk about Snowfall, Season 3, Episode 3. This was a good episode. It was kind of tame, but it was good. So we're going to see what's going to happen with Gustavo and the DEA lady that was at, Lucia's old business where she used to, work out of. And I was like, OMG, did he just do something? Are we going to see the DEA agent gone? Is she going to disappear? Did Gustavo put her out her misery? I'm like, yo, this will be legendary if it's actually the case. But we'll see what happens with the situation. But we see Franklin, he's going to the top, baby. He's doing his thing. He got his checks. He got his accounts. He got his money. He got his offshore accounts. He's making that money. And also he's paying attention. He's not naive. He's not dumb. He's not stupid. And he pays attention to everything that's going on. Which is kind of crazy because, Julie that's out there with, Teddy, she says to Teddy, you play so close to detail that you always miss the big picture. So you got, Franklin paying close attention to everything. And you have, Teddy paying so close attention to detail that he always missed the big picture. And that's what Julia said, because she might be, turning on him. Who knows who she's really working for, basically. She said she's working for this person, that person, CIA, all this other stuff. And he's like, do you trust them? So we're going to see how that situation works out. And then if you ever thought why Lucia is a badass, why Lucia don't have no fear, look at her mama. Lucia mother went and got the popo. She went and got the, Border Patrol people at, gunpoint and basically brought them to their truck that basically broke down and got a jump. I was like, where Lucia gets it from. Lucia ain't no joke, baby, because of her mama. I was like, OMG. And then Leon sees his ex-girlfriend, Wanda. He finds out that she done gave up secrets and everything, and he ain't happy about it, and he doesn't want to do business with Man-Boy. And we find out that Man-Boy has a complex when it comes to his, Johnson, when it comes to his penis. He has a complex when you talk about it, because Man-Boy, we're going to see. So let's get into it. Let's just talk about it. So right here, we have, Franklin's crew. They're setting up together. Basically, Franklin trying to tell them, listen, we're going to get the biggest doughboys, the biggest people that can actually buy our product at bulk. And that way we can deal with less people. And we'll deal with all these other people in these different territories. And so, Leon was like, what about if they try to come on our territory and take from us? And he was like, then you do what you got to do. Leon still has a lot of learning to do because he does not think. Sometimes he get upset, he gets mad, and sometimes his emotion gets in the way when it comes to business. He acts very emotional sometimes, and that's where Franklin doesn't act emotional anymore. He did that long time ago with Kevin and all the other situations, so now he knows to put his emotions out of the situation and think with his mind. So it is what it is. So basically they're getting it together where they're going to be serving the drugs to the community. And so we got Javi. Javi shows up. Javi is so funny, and the way Javi dresses is just too much. Javi shows up. He was like, oh, this is Jeromeo Enterprise, Uncle Jerome's Enterprise. He was all in there like, you guys are really businessmen or whatever. And Franklin is feeling kind of weird about the situation because Javi didn't call him. Javi didn't set up no appointment. He's just showing up at his Uncle Jerome business while they're talking business. And basically he didn't give him no heads up. And now he wants him to go to the bank right away and get money. I'll go to the streets and get his money and basically fly overseas and get the coca, or deposit his money and offshore's account. Franklin thinks something's weird. Franklin's kind of nervous, but he knows this is an opportunity because he was, doing business with, Teddy. But it is what it is with this situation. So, Javi was like, come on, we gotta go. We gotta deal with very important people. You need $1.5 million. None of that gang banging. None of that street shit. None of this. None of that. Blase in the third. And so, Franklin was like, okay, but you stay right here. I'll be back in a half an hour. You ain't coming with me to get my money. See, Franklin's smart. He thinks. Javi think he was gonna come there, find out where Franklin's stashing his money, and basically take from him too as well. And he won't know who's taking from him. That's number one. And then number two, Javi wants to know everything that's going on because Javi's being blackmailed by, the government, some government, I forgot he said, Israel government or somebody. And also, I think he's actually being an informant too as well. So Harvey right now is a no-go, but at the end of the day, the government is going to recoup all the money that everybody has made and basically put it right back in the system. It's just going to funnel it over and over and over. You play your part. It's just like when you work for years and then at the end you get your money back. But not even all the money that you worked for years, you get it back. Some people don't even get it back because they die. They don't get their Social Security or anything like that. But the government's going to get his money back one way or another. Either you're going to get locked up, or he's going to take the money. He's going to take the offshore accounts. He's going to take all your properties. He's going to take everything that you got. He's going to take what you got. Even though he put the drugs and everything in the community for the people to sell. So it is what it is with that situation. So there we go. And so now we have, Teddy, he's over here in Costa Rica. Basically, he's trying to get this airport spot or this, basically this area where you can fly planes back and forth. It's like a strip where, it's private. People don't know about it. And basically the government can use to send guns and drugs over to Nicaragua and money so they free the people and help the people fight. But basically they're getting the drugs and the guns from America, from stealing from the military. Because remember, that was going down in season 2. And so now you have that situation. And they're bringing it back to the United States. They're selling it. So it's crazy how everything is playing out. And so now we have Gustavo and we have Lucia's mother. Excuse me. They're riding around. Basically, Gustavo hits a bump. Gustavo hits a bump and everything. The truck messes up. It's not working because he don't really know how to drive a truck. Gustavo acts like he don't know how to do a lot of things. But anyways, Lucia's mother shows Gustavo the route. She moves, you pull a rope basically, and the route opens where people would think that basically it's just bushes and it's just a desert. But no, baby. It's a path and a way to transfer drugs back and forth from Mexico to United States. Gustavo was like, I'm not a peasant. I don't know how to box this stuff up. And Lucia's mother was like, you are a peasant. What are you talking about? You are a peasant. Excuse me. You are a peasant. So what are you talking about? What do you mean? And so all the cocaine, everything falls over. And so Gustavo is not really feeling too good because he really wants to see Lucia. He knows he's close to Lucia. He wants to see her. And then we got Javi basically flying across the country to the same hotel that Teddy was there with Javi too as well, and where Javi basically was told that he needs to get the money and he needs to pay Teddy too as well. So it is what it is, and he's afraid that Teddy's gonna cut him off. He's being blackmailed, so he needs to pay the government $1.5 million. So he think he gonna rob Franklin. That's what he thinks, but Franklin is smart. Franklin got it going on. And then they meet this crazy guy, whatever his name is, Dondu, or whatever his name is, Demon, or whatever his name is. Basically, he putting them through all types of ritual. He's talking about he's burning bodies and shit like that because they want to sleep with somebody else's wife. And he got he's just way too much. But he's a former CIA agent. And basically, he can see through Julia, but he sees that Teddy has the same type of mindset that he will kill, die, and do anything for the cause and for the people and for the government and to free the people, basically for his cause and purpose. And he knows how it's going to end. So we get to Man Boy. So Man Boy basically meets up with none other than, Leon, because Leon is dropping off 2 keys. And here's Wanda. Wanda's in there kissing, messing around with these guys. And so Leon realized, OMG, that this is his ex-girlfriend that he tried to get off for drugs is the one that showed, Man Boy, their location, how to cook the drugs up, where the ice cream truck is coming, and all that other stuff. So he's pissed, and he feels like, what? He wants to take everybody out. So he ain't selling no drugs. He almost get into a fight, but they broke it up. Now they're arguing. He's pissed. Leon's pissed. Leon wants to go all the way in, but see, there's still something about Leon where he was able to control himself. He cut the business deal and he got into an argument and everything, and he was mad. He didn't want to do business with him. He's ready to go to war because he knows the setup. He knows they planned this. This dude don't deserve their money, and he don't deserve to breathe the air that he's breathing. And plus, he's mad that, Wanda is all turned out and she's doing this and she's on drugs and the whole nine. So he's just hurt by the whole situation. And plus, he doesn't like Man-Boy anyway because Franklin's giving him a chance when Man-Boy sent his boys to rob Franklin and Leon, and so he's not feeling the situation. He don't want to deal with Leon, but Franklin's thinking about business. He's thinking about money and less enemies and other people that the cops can focus on. And plus, he's going to test this dude out because maybe, he sees something in him. But ultimately, I think Man-Boy's going to turn around and do something to hurt Franklin. I don't know if he's going to snitch on him or if he's going to try to set him up in a bad way where he tries to, hurt him or hurt his organization or hurt somebody or try to hurt somebody in his organization. But I don't think he got that power. But a sneaky, jealous, insecure dude after you is the worst thing. And someone that thinks that they should have what you have, that wants to take what you have, is the worst thing to have after you because they are obsessed with you. So it's not a good thing. So we got Franklin. He rides there too. He arrives to, the hotel. He's there chilling with his suit on. He got the duffel bags full of money. It reminds me of 1,000 movies. And Javi's just sitting there chilling. Javi was like, I got a lick. Oh no, Javi, no you don't. And so basically, Franklin didn't want to leave his money alone. He wants to stay in his room. He don't want to bounce. Javi wants to convince him to stay. Blase in his third and all this other stuff. But, and basically, Javi kept saying, well, banks doesn't close for us because we are upscale clients. We are the men with the money. And so, Franklin's like, okay, if you're the man with the money and we the man with the money and the bank president is going to meet up with us, why the hell why did something come up? Why are we meeting now? Are we supposed to be elite clients? This is not right. So Franklin is feeling like something ain't right and he don't know what it is because he's already kind of like teed or kind of suspicious how Javi just showed up to Uncle Jerome's stereo system place or whatever. So it is what it is. And then you have Franklin. He's calling, Javi, questioning him like, yo, what's up? Javi's like, maybe a day or two, like, to relax. It seems like Javi's trying to get his business people together so he can make a drop off with the money or some type of shenanigans he got going on. And Franklin's not buying it. Franklin don't want to leave the room, but Franklin ends up leaving the room. It is what it is. And so we got Teddy and Julia. They're eating brains. They're watching bodies being burned. They're going through the most. And so Franklin decides to leave the room. He got a nice little outfit on. He see a girl that he like and she's pretty and he wants to take her back to the room. So Franklin get him some nook. Franklin get him some coochie coo. I was like, oh, look at Franklin getting some coochie coo. Look at these mother suckers eating brain. Like, come on. And they're drinking that crazy tea. They're drinking that psychedelic that tea that's mixed with probably LSD and everything else so they can have like a spiritual journey. So the dude, whatever he is, the former CIA agent, could basically open up his strip to them, his plane strip to them or whatever. So that's the case. And so right now we have, Auntie Lou. Auntie Lou is second in command, second in charge. And, Franklin trusts his Auntie Lou with everything. So Auntie Lou talks to Leon, was like, man, what you mean you didn't give him the 2 keys? You're supposed to give him 2 keys. You're supposed to give him the money. Like, what's going on? What are you doing? You letting that shit get personal. And Blase in the third, but she let it get personal too as well. So she decides to go over there and meet with Man-Boy because right now Leon wants to take him out, take out his whole crew. Leon's pissed. He feels like this is dirty, like we're selling him stuff when this dude tried to rob us and then he used Wanda. Wanda's still there. Oh no, he feel like they done got one on him and he ain't feeling it. He is upset. He's pissed. This is Franklin leaving a hotel with the lady he got the little cookie cool from. He's leaving a hotel with his money bags. Everybody's watching Franklin leave and they're reporting to Javi. Javi's worried about where Franklin at. Franklin comes back talking about, hey, listen, let me tell you something. I went with her and she took me to some other people to, do business with. And deposit his money. And, Javi was just like, damn. And so we got Auntie Lou. She goes to see Man-Boy. Man-Boy's flirting with her in the whole 9 yards or whatever. So they do the business, and Peaches asked Man Boy, why they call you Man Boy? Because when I was a little boy, I was doing things like a man, or basically was describing his penis or whatever the case may be. And so Auntie Lou, she instead, she handles the business, everything's cool, but then she ends up seeing none other than Wanda. Wanda follows her outside, talking about where's Leon, blase and this and that, talking about, you know, her crack smoking and just being very disrespectful. And then she talked about, you know, none other than Claudia. You know, she was like, I heard about Claudia, and basically knowing that, you know, Auntie Lou has something going on with Claudia, because, you know, Wanda used to be in the fold too as well, so she know that Auntie Lou has something to do with that or whatever. So Auntie Lou gets pissed. She goes inside, she talks to Man Boy, she tells him, if you ever want to get drugs from us again, if you ever want to get money from us again, she got to go, because if Leon sees her, it's going to be a problem anyways. And she feels a certain type of way too, and she's upset, and she tells him, you know, listen, she better go, because, you know, Auntie Lou wanted to take out Man Boy because now she knows there's a whole setup or whatever, but they're doing business. They got to put, you know, their differences aside, because that's what Franklin wants to do. Franklin don't want war. He never wanted war. He never wanted to be beefing with anybody or whatever the case may be. And then on top of that, what did I forget? And then on top of that, you know, Wanda actually tells, you know, she tells Auntie Lou that, you know, why are you so mad? I don't know why you guys mad at me, because Kevin then gave the recipe to the Mexicans. So now they know how the Mexicans got the recipe, and, you know, he gave it to Lucia. So it is what it is with that situation. So Auntie Lou basically got her out the way for now. And so we have, you know, Franklin's actually talking to, you know, Javi, basically telling Javi, like, what's up, what's going on? I put the money away, bloods in the third. And then, you know, Javi basically spills the beans and was like, oh my God, why did you do that? You know, blaseness. And then Javi just was like, yo, listen, I needed $1.5 million because I'm getting blackmailed by the government or somewhere, and they gonna kill me. I owe Reed money. I can't pay Reed money. He's gonna cut me off. Like, yo, I'm going through the most or whatever. I'm a dead man and all this other stuff. And so that that's when Franklin was like, yo, I'll take your life, fool. He was like, why? I'm already dead. And so then, you know, Javi was just like, oh, Javi's about to give up on life, give up on everything. And Franklin said, how much you need? He was like, 1.5. They'll do $1 million. He was like, okay, I got you. I'll take care of you, you know, because if it wasn't for Javi, Franklin would have never been in the business, number one. So, you know, he wanted to let Javi know he's just as smart as he is. And you know what? I'm the man now. Now, Franklin is loaning Javi money, and Javi was the man. Franklin was getting it from Javi before, and Javi was acting like he was all this and then some, but he liked Franklin. He seen something in Franklin. He knew Franklin was smart. He knew Franklin was different. And so therefore, you know, he gave Franklin that chance. Now Franklin is giving him a chance back. It was like, yo, listen, so he's taking care of Javi too, because it's better to have friends than to not have friends. You know what I'm saying? And then to keep shit cool. And then plus that's Reed's boy too as well, and maybe Franklin will get more information about Reed and how everything is working, because Franklin wants knowledge more than anything. He wants to know how everything works, what's going on with the Panamanian government, what's going on in Nicaragua, what's going on with Mexico. He wants to know how the drugs are getting over. He's watching the news, reading the newspapers, and basically finding out about, you know, people getting busted and stuff like that, and all types of things like that. Like, that's why he's up on it, and that's what makes him a good character. And so basically he was like, you know, I could have took your life, I could have did this to you, I could have did that to you, baby, I could have did all this to you, but I didn't do it to you, you know. So you have that situation. So it is what it is with that. So I'm just like, OMG, it's going down. So Franklin is the man now. Franklin is the man when it comes to Javi. Javi's all messed up, but luckily he took a liking to Franklin, because at the end of the day, Franklin came back to help him. So it is what it is. And Javi helped Franklin out too as well. And so here's the strip that they want to use to basically ship the guns and, you know, and everything to, you know, to Nicaragua or whatever. But the dude that is going to let them use his airstrip, he wants medicine, he wants food, he wants money, he wants all types of stuff for his people too as well. But he also tells, you know, he also tells he also tells Teddy that like, yo, listen, it's in your eyes, you bleed this, you believe this, like, you're different, like, but she's not the same, like, she's one of them, she doesn't have the greater purpose that you have, but it is what it is. So Franklin is back in the jet by himself, and he's the man. He got his checkbook, he got his money in his accounts. He probably brought more than $1.5 million, or he probably had money transferred from one bank from his businesses to his offshore accounts too as well. And that's how he was able to start his accounts and also help out Harvey too as well. And now he got the connection, but at the end of the day, the government's gonna take it. But Franklin is the man. He's in a jet. He went from selling weed, being broke down, working in a liquor store, sweeping and mopping floors, to riding in a jet, baby. It is what it is. And you think Franklin wasn't going to be smart? Franklin's father is part of the Black Panthers too as well. His mother's smart. Like, she knows business, she knows numbers, she knows real estate, and that's what he got his mother's doing, the business and the real estate. He's not, and he don't take drugs. I haven't even seen him smoke weed. I haven't even really seen Franklin drink at all. He don't indulge in anything that could compromise his behavior and his mind too as well. He's very focused, and I don't think he drinks or do drugs because he's seen what drugs do to people around him, and then his father having an alcoholism problem too as well, and not being in his life because he was drinking. And so he went, none other than the DEA agent here meeting Gustavo and Lucia's mother at their factory, whatever, and Gustavo's looking at her like, what? And so I'm like, what's gonna go on? And she was like, well, you better get used to me because I quit the DEA and I'm actually Reed's partner now. And so she's walking away, and then Gustavo walks right behind her, and you hear pow pow. So I wonder if he took her out. That'd be so amazing. So anyways, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. It's getting good. They're setting up the routes where they can bring the drugs over back and forth. Franklin's getting more familiar, and we see that Leon and Franklin gonna have a discussion about the situation that went down with Man Boy, and then Alicia, and then all the situation is going down. It's all setting up, getting ready to play. And at the end of the episode, the music was banging. I love this show. Peace. I'm out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples. Please hit that like button. Peace. I'm out. One love.